Good morning, one and all. Today we are going to see the research methodology, course code BBT 701, topic animal cell culture and cell culture media. I'm Dr. Silva Kumar, Department of Agricultural Biotechnology, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. Now, let us go to the topic, culture medium. What is the culture medium? It's a growth medium, or the culture medium is a liquid or gel form to support the growth of animal cells or human cells. There are two different types of media. One is called the natural media. In the natural media, further divided into three main categories. One by one, we'll see. Number one, the natural media. In the natural media, biological fluids, for example, plasma, serum, lymph, human placental cord serum, amniotic fluids, etc. Next, I'm coming to the tissue extract. For example, the extract of liver, the extract of spleen, the extract of tumors, the extract of leukocytes and bone marrow, and the extract of bovine embryo and chick embryo is the classical example. Next, I'm coming to clots. Clots are plasma clots. For example, and the coagulants or the plasma clots. Right. Next, I'm coming to the artificial media, the second category of the tissue culture media. Number one, artificial media. For example, balanced salt solutions. Example, Eagle's basic salt solutions, Hank's balanced solution. Second category of the artificial media is called basal media. For example, MEM. What is MEM? Minimum essential media. The second class, DMEM, differential minimum essential media. Right. Next, I'm coming to the complex media. What are the complex media? RPMI 1640. What is RPMI? Roslin for Memorial Institute 1640. And IMDM, Iskovic minimum differential medium. Next, I'm coming to the natural medium. It's very useful medium, and basically the lack of knowledge of the exact composition of these natural media. So we're unable to estimate the exact composition of this kind of media because it is naturally occurring media. So we call it as natural. Next, I'm coming to artificial media. So it's a serum containing media or serum free media. It's chemically well-defined media and protein-free media. It is called artificial. Next, I'm coming to the basic components of the culture. The requirements for these components varies cell type to cell type or cell line to cell line. The differences are partly responsible for the extensive number of medium formulations. So the culture media, it may be a powder form or liquid form or gel form. So it contains the following materials. Number one, amino acids. Number two, glucose. Number three, salt. Number four, vitamins. And number five, other nutrients, etc. And some type of medium, they have extra, the natural buffering system, HEPS material, phenol red as a pH indicator, inorganic salt, amino acids, especially L-glutamine, vitamins, and trace elements in continuation of the media composition, carbohydrates, proteins, and peptides. So why the proteins are so important? Because in the serum-free media, the serum is a rich resource of proteins. It includes albumin, transferrin, protinin, and futinine and fibronectin, etc. Finally, the lipids and fatty acids. Next, I'm coming to the major developments in the cell culture technology. See, basically, the cell culture technology is an alternative to the animal experimentation. So 20 years before, we have done most of the experiments with the animal model. So the animals are sacrificing their life for scientific experiments or scientific research. But the recent advancement of animal cell culture, there is no need of animal experiments. Why? Because we are doing some kind of experiments in the in vitro model, that is animal cell culture model. So it is a greater alternative to the animal experimentations. So what are the major developments in the cell culture technology? Recent technology in the animal cell culture. The first development was the use of antibiotics. The use of antibiotics. The antibiotics which inhibits the growth of contaminants, especially fungal contaminants. And the second was the use of trypsin. Trypsin is the enzyme. Trypsin to remove the adherent cells to the subculture. Further, from the culture vessel, and the third important point was the use of chemically defined culture medium, that is artificial. And finally, the use of a chemically defined medium for the appropriate cells or the cells. Right. What are the applications of the animal tissue culture or animal cell culture? Right. One by one we'll see. The studies on intracellular activity, for example, cell cycle, metabolism, etc. Second thing, the elucidation of intracellular flux, for example, the hormonal receptors, signal transduction. The third important applications of animal tissue culture is the studies related to cell-to-cell interactions. For example, the cell adhesion and the motility and the metabolic cooperation, etc. Next, I'm coming to in continuation of the applications of animal cell culture. The evaluation of environmental interactions. For example, mutagenesis, teratogenesis, carcinogenesis, and cytotoxic analysis. Next, the studies are dealing with genetics. For example, the genetic analysis, immortalization, and senescence. Next, the laboratory production of medical, pharmaceutical compounds for the wide range of applications. For example, we can say vaccines, interferons, hormones, etc. Next, in continuation of the animal cell culture, the animal cell culture are useful for the production of pharmaceutically, medically, or clinically important proteins, which are as follows. Number one, plasminogen. Number two, interferon. Number three, blood clotting factors. Number four, hormones. Number five, monoclonal antibodies. Number six, erythropoietin. These are the important proteins which are obtained from the cell culture technology. Next, I'm coming to the common cell culture media. See, there are different types of media. Each media is specific for the cells or the cell lines because cell lines are media specific. So, what are the common cell culture media which are used for animal tissue culture technologies? Number one, Eagle's minimum essential medium. That is EMEM. Eagle's minimum essential medium. Number 2, Delbecque's modified Eagle's medium, DMEM. These medium consist of low glucose or high glucose. Next, RPMI 1640. Next, Ham's nutrient mixers. Next, DMEM or F12 medium. Next, ISCO's modified Delbecque's medium, IM. Next, I'm coming to the criteria for selecting the media. How the media is selected? So, based on the following points, the animal tissue culture media or cell culture media can be selected. Number 1, the immediate survival, based on the immediate survival. Second thing, based on the prolonged survival. Third, the indefinite growth of cells or cell lines. Number 4, the specialized functions of cells or cells. So it is always good to start with minimum essential medium for the adherent cells and RPMI 1640 for the suspension cells. Next, I'm coming to the aseptic conditions. Switch on the laminar airflow cabinet. So 20 minutes prior to start our experiment. Swab all the bottles and bottle tops, caps and necks with 70% alcohol, especially ethanol. The third important point of the aseptic condition is, if working on the bench, we use the Bunsen flame. Fourth, the flame, all the bottle necks and pipetted by passing very quickly through the hottest part of the flame. This is the aseptic condition, that is cleaning of the working place. Yes, in continuation of the aseptic conditions. So avoiding placing the caps, glasswares, pipettes and research materials down on the bench. Please practice holding the bottle caps with the little finger. Is so important, laboratory. Right. Sixth point, work either left to right or vice versa, so that the materials go to one side once finished. Next, the clean up the spills immediately and always leave the workplace neat and clean. Next, never use the same media bottle for the different cell lines. And if the caps are dropped or bottles are touched, unconditionally touched, so replace them with the new ones. Don't use repeated. Next point. The necks of the glass bottles prefer heat at least for 20 seconds at the temperature of 200 degrees Celsius. Right. Next point. Never use the stock of materials during handling of the cells. Right. Next, I'm coming to media supplements. So what are the supplements which are present in the basic media? I'll tell you one by one. Serum in the media. Next, the basic nutrients. For the growth factors and hormones. Next, the binding proteins. Promote the attachment of the cells to the substrate. Next, protease inhibitors. Next, it provides the minerals like sodium, zinc, ferrous, etc. Next, this protects the cells from the mechanical damages during the agitation of the suspension. Next, the media sublimates act as a buffer and it act as antibiotic. So next I'm coming to the common media and the applications. IMDM. I told you already what is IMDM. So what are the applications of the common animal cell culture media? So IMDM basically used for bone marrows, hematopoietic progenitor cells, human lymphoblastoid leukemia cell lines. Next I'm coming to MEM, minimum essential. So mostly used for chick embryo fibroblast, embryonic and nervous cells, alveolar type of cells, endotheliums, epidermis, fibroblast, gliomas, glias, human tumors, melanoma cell lines, etc. Next, I'm coming to in continuation of the common media applications, DMEM. So it is used for the mesenchymal stem cells and chondrocytes, fibroblast, endothelium, fetal alveolar epithelial type 2 cells, cervical epitheliums, gastrointestinal cells, mouse neuroblastomas, porcine cells from the thyroid glands, ovarian carcinoma cell lines, skeleton muscles, Sertoli cells, and hamster fibroblast. Next, I'm coming to RPMI 1640. T lymphocytes are T cells, thymocytes, hematopoietic stem cells, human tumors, human myeloid leukemia cell lines, human lymphoblastoid leukemia cell lines, mouse myeloma cell lines, mouse leukemia cells, mouse erythroleukemia cells, mouse hybridoma cells, rat liver cells. Next, I'm coming to the nutrient mixer F10 and F12. These media mostly used for chick embryo and pigmented retina, bones, cartilages, adipose tissues, embryonic lung cells, skeletal, muscular. Next, I'm coming to the most important part of the animal cell culture is called contamination. Contaminations, contaminants. What is the contaminants of the cell culture? So there are two different types of cell culture contaminants. Number one is called chemical contaminants. Number two is called biological cause. Let us see one by one. What is a chemical contaminants of the animal tissue? The chemical contaminants is difficult to detect caused by endotoxins, plasticizers, metal ions, or metal traces of disinfectants, floor cleaners that are invisible, but it causes serious damages to the cell lines or cell structures. Next, I'm coming to the biological cause of contamination. The visible effects on the culture, they are mycoplasmas, bacteria, or yeast, or fungi, are also from the cross-contamination of the cells from the other cell lines is called biological cause of contamination. Next, I'm coming to and effect of biological contaminations. What are the damages caused by the biological contaminants like bacteria, fungi, yeast or the cross contamination of the cell lines. So I'll give you 4 to 5 points here. Number one, they compete for nutrients with host cells. And number two, it's secreted acidic or alkaline byproducts. It causes damages the growth of the host. Third important point of the biological contaminant is degraded arginine. What is arginine? It's a amino acid. So degraded arginine and purine inhibits the synthesis of histones and nucleic acids. And they also produces H2O2 gas, which is directly toxic to the cells. Next, how you will be detecting the contaminants? The detection of contaminants from the cell culture or cell lines. So in general, and the turbid culture media, changes in the growth rate, the high pH, very low poor attachment, multi-nucleated cells, and the grinding-like cellular appearances, and vacuolization, inclusion bodies, and cell lysis. And the yeast, bacteria, and fungi usually shows the visible effect on the culture, most probably changes in the medium turbidity or the pH. The mycoplasma detected by the direct method of DNA staining with the intercalating agent like a fluorescent substance, for example, HOCHST, HOECHST 33258, it's a trademark name. So next I'm coming to contamination of detection of contaminants. So mostly mycoplasma are detected by the enzyme immunoassay bispecific antisera or the monoclonal antibodies or by PCR amplification of mycoplasmal RNA. It's a more adaptive technique. PCR amplification of mycoplasmal RNA. The best and the oldest way to eliminate the contamination is to discard the infected cell lines directly. Next, I'm coming to the different type of cell lines which are basically used for animal tissue culture. Number one, HeLa cell lines. HeLa cell lines. Basically, example, HeLa B cell lines. And the HeLa B cell lines morphology, epithelial in origin. It is taken from the species taken from human beings. Medium, MEM, minimum essential medium, with 2 millimolar glutamine and 10% FPS and 1% non-essential amino acids, NEAA, non-essential amino acids. Next, what are the applications of the HeLa B cell lines? So the HeLa B cell lines mainly used for the tumorigenicity studies, virus studies, for the tumor studies and viral studies. Next, I'm coming to HL60 cell lines. So the name of the cell line, HL60, and the morphology of the cell line is lymphoblast. So the species of the cell line, human beings. So the medium is RBMI 1640 plus 2 millimolar glutathione plus 10 to 20% of FPS. The applications of the HL60 cell lines, the differentiation studies. And next I'm coming to CHO cell lines. CHO cell lines. So the cell line name CHO cells or cell lines. Morphology epithelial. Species hamster. Medium Hams F12 plus 2 millimolar glutathione plus 10% of FS. Applications of the CHO cell lines and nutritional and gene expression studies. Next, I'm coming to HUVEC cell lines. The cell line name is HUVEC, HUVEC, HUVEC. The morphology of HUVEC cell line is endothelial, and this is taken from the human being. So, species human being, medium F12K plus as usual 10% IFBS plus 100 microgram per ml heparin added. Applications, the angiogenesis studies. Next, I'm coming to COS7 cell lines, COS7 cell lines. So the cell name is COS7 cell lines. So morphology of COS7 is a fibroblast. A species is taken from the monkey. So medium DMEM plus 2 millimolar glutathione plus 10% FPS. Applications, something differs from some other media. So applications of COS7 cell lines, the gene. Next I'm coming to in continuation of cell culture and medicine. How the animal tissue culture or cell culture can be used for medical purposes. So in the modern medicine, and the cell culture have been used to develop and the polio vaccines, and cells are grown on an industrial scale to provide the vaccines, antibodies, and a range of products such as factor 8 for the hemophiliacs. So the tissue culture also helped to study the organ development and to understanding of how the human tumors grow. So it's important medical applications of animal tissue culture or cell culture. Next, I'm coming to the clinical applications of animal tissue culture or animal cell culture technologies. So the vaccines are for polio, measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox are currently made in the cell culture due to the H5N1 pandemic threatening. So the research into using cell cultures for the influenza vaccines is being founded by the United States government, and the novel ideas in the field include the recombinant DNA technology based vaccines such as one made using human adenovirus. It's a common cold virus. It's a vector and is acting as a adjuvant. Next, I'm coming to the uses of animal tissue culture. So, cell culture is the fundamental component of tissue culture and the tissue engineering, as it is establishes the basics of growing and maintaining the cells in vitro. And the major applications of the human cell culture is in the stem cell industries, where the mesenchymal stem cells can be cultured and cryopreserved. What is a cryopreservation? Cryopreservation is a preservation technology which uses the liquid nitrogen at the minus 196 degree Celsius. So the cells are cryopreserved for the. So the tissue engineering potentially offers the dramatic improvements in the low cost medical care for the hundreds of thousands of patients annually. Next, I'm coming to the vaccines. So the mass culture of animal cells or cell lines is fundamentally to the manufacture of viral vaccines and other products of biotechnology. So the culture of human stem cells is used to expand the number of cells and differentiate cells into various somatic cell types for the transplantation. What is transplantation? Transplantation is the medical procedure for removing the dysfunctioned organs and the replacement of newer ones. So the organs are obtained from the donors based on the cell type, tissue type, and blood grouping. So once obtained from the donor, it may be replaced to the recipient's body. So sometimes after the transplantation, it causes some type of immunological rejections. So what is immunological rejections? When we are shifting one organ or tissue from the donor to recipient human body, the recipient body immune system is considered as the foreign subject, the foreign material or the antigen. So the patient's own immune system destroying the transplanted organ, it is called autoimmunity. So autoimmunology. So due to this, after the transplantation, within 24 to 72 hours, the particular transplanted patients may be died. So it's a alternative, cell culture is an alternative to the transplantation procedures. So stem cell culture basically is used to harvest the molecules and exosomes that the stem cells release for the purpose of the therapeutic development